What's up, guys?
What's up, Quinn? How's OTAs been for you so far, and what's your comfort level with the new offense?
Yeah, so far so good with OTAs. You know, it's always good to, be together and learn the new coaching, learn the new offense, and just kind of seeing how everybody does things. What was your part two to that?
Just the football part of it, learning the new offense.
I mean, yeah, it's a ton of fun. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love this game is being able to learn, and you really never stop learning. So I'm trying to be a sponge as much as I can.
Quinn, what is your expectation right now about where you're going to start when you guys get on the field and begin playing? We know Coach Joeckel talked about you working some at center throughout some of this offseason. Where do you kind of expect to be when you guys get on the field?
I mean, right now it's really early to know what the expectations are, just because, these first couple phases of OTAs have been, really learning everybody and each other. So there is really a lot still, to happen between who's being named what at that point. So right now, my main focus is trying to be the best player every single day and take the coaching that I'm receiving and trying to apply it.
Are you anticipating you and Graham to have some competition, obviously, throughout the summer and into training camp at right guard?
I mean, yeah, the way I approach it, I mean, I'm not going out to practice every day going, all right, I'm competing against Graham today. No, I'm competing every day, I mean, against myself. I'm trying to become my best version, and I mean, we're all competing. I mean, there's tons of great interior offensive linemen in our entire O-line room. So, I mean, every day it's a fight, and every day it's a challenge, but what keeps me motivated is battling myself every day.
Much different technically is what you're being asked to do now compared to last year. What's that learning process like? Yeah,
there's definitely some differences. Everyone kind of does their own thing. This offense is definitely predicated more running the ball, running off the ball, and being a lot faster, and really trying to make the defense play the entire field. That's the main goal of this entire thing, and trying to have all of our plays look similar, but they're all different, so the defense can't cheat things and certain things like that.
You mentioned a personal adjustment for you, Quinn. You go from knocking over trees one year to got to be kind of a dancing bear with this offense this year.
Yeah, it's been nothing, more of just, constantly trying to adapt to the type of player that I am, coming from, like you said, the woods, Division III football, getting done with my rookie year and now going into year two with a new offense. It's been nothing, short of challenges, but I mean, I feel like I've always, rose to the occasion whenever there are those new challenges presenting. And I mean, that's another reason why I love this game. Like I said before, I love learning, and I love the challenges that this game presents.
You mentioned a few weeks ago that you lost a little bit of weight, but you wanted to play at a little less than that. Where are you at right now, and do you feel a difference out there compared to last year? Yeah, so last year, I mean, I was, floating a couple pounds under 330. And, I kind of had a sense that this offense was going to be more predicated on speed. And I wasn't happy with some of the positions that I was in last year with some of the, things that I was doing wrong. So yeah, I took it upon myself to lose some weight. I would say around 10 pounds. I'm trying to stay around that 320, maybe a couple pounds under is kind of where I'm feeling the best right now.
Quinn, as the offense is getting kind of implemented in these offensive meeting rooms, what kind of impact do you see Russell having in terms of how he inserts himself into, I guess, the implementation of all this?
Yeah, Russ is extremely detail oriented, and you can kind of sense that energy, which kind of ups the intensity of the people around him, and I think that's part of something that makes him special as a player. So, I mean, when he's talking, we're listening, and we're listening to every single detail because, I mean, we're all trying to be the best, and that's the goal here.
Quinn, where can you take the biggest step from last year to this year in your game?
Definitely consistency. I think there was a lack of consistency. I would say more so in my pass protection game, and I think I'm taking the right steps. I've really watched the film. I'm taking the coaching. I'm listening to some of the veterans that we've added to the room and getting their opinions. So that's kind of the biggest thing that I'm working on for this year.
Where did you grow the most, do you think? Or what would you learn the most from last year? Not playing the first couple games and then finishing the year filming for Graham. What was that kind of roller coaster?
Yeah, the biggest thing was getting comfortable with, getting up to the line, IDing what the defense is, knowing what my job is, and then also executing it and doing that with confidence. I'm not gonna lie, last year, a couple of those games, I'm in there, I feel like I'm just kind of running around almost kind of with my head cut off at times just because, things are happening so fast. So as I was building my confidence throughout each week, and figuring out new ways to prepare, because I'm constantly looking for ways to improve week to week, like, all right, this week this happened, how can I, extra work or whatever it is. So that would be my biggest thing there.
Are you getting some center snaps?
I've been working center exchanges, but I know the center thing will be picking up soon, just because right now we're all just trying to get reps for guys like Cush with the new stuff that's going on.
Do you have a comfort level, more one side or the other, at guard, right or left? Because I think you played a lot more left in college, but right last year.
My answer to that is I feel pretty comfortable at both. Last year I was able to play center in the preseason, left guard when in the Jets, and then against Baltimore, and then right guard for the rest of the year. I would say I don't have a preference. Maybe right guard because I've played it more in the NFL, but my job and focus is to be able to play all three, because that's just the standard you have to have as an interior lineman.
Quinn, have you gotten a chance to meet and talk with Luke Wattenberg at all yet? And what do you think he's going to bring to the room for you guys?
Yeah, I texted Luke as soon as he got drafted. I thought that was something that was really special to me when I got it. When I got drafted by the Broncos, was people reaching out and texting. For Luke, I can kind of sense, he's going to be a listener, and he's just going to kind of pay attention and listen and be a little bit more quiet. And I can understand that, because that's kind of the way that I was when I came into the room. And I think it's a good mentality to have, to just try to listen and learn as much as you can, because it is much different than college.
What is Butch Berry kind of teaching you guys, and kind of what is his style, especially compared to working with Munchak last year?
Yeah, every coach kind of has their own way they approach, how they coach. So, Coach Berry he's an intense coach. That's everyone's intense, and that's what you love about being coached by someone like that. So he's really focused on getting us to run off the ball, like I was saying, and that was part of the reason of losing all the weight and stuff. So so far it's been great to be coached by Coach Berry. And, I'm excited to keep progressing throughout the year with him.
So if you've lost the weight, can we still call you the Belly, or do you have a different nickname?
The nickname thing is for whatever anyone else wants to do. I have way more things to focus on than that. I still have it no matter how much weight I lose. I've had it since I've been like 5. So that's how my dad knew who I was when I was playing youth football. I was the guy that had the big. So I don't think it's ever gonna go away, but it's maybe smaller. I don't know.
You obviously want plays to go as scripted, but obviously in the NFL that doesn't happen. And you have a quarterback that can buy time as good as anybody else in the league. How is that conveyed to you guys up front? And this happens with a lot of teams with quarterbacks that play the way Russ plays. How is that conveyed to you by the coaching staff, by Russ maybe, in terms of his tendencies, where he likes to go? Is that a conversation that's happening?
In the offensive line room, we got to block until the ball's gone. There isn't like, all right, we're blocking for 3 seconds. We have to block until the ball is gone, and whatever that requires, whatever we have to do is what we have to do. And especially, with some of the special abilities that Russ has to evade the pocket and move things. There's no other option. You got to keep blocking until the ball is gone, and that's kind of the overall mentality there.
Quinn, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.